Indie Mogul.
This weekend at the box office, movie stars were tested. Who passed with flying colors and who brought down the curve? Let's find out with some movie math. Surprising everyone from Hollywood to audiences, class goof-off Nicolas Cage nabbed the #1 spot with $24.8 million. Everyone predicted I Love You Man would come in first this weekend, and knowing Zepset proves once again that critics and audiences don't always agree, and why Beyond the Trailer exists. Everyone on Friday's episode loved this movie, as did many of you online. And capturing the #1 spot is good news for Cage. His box office performance has been all over the place the last few years, with high points like the National Treasure franchise and Ghost Rider, and low points like Bangkok Dangerous and Next. So while the success of Knowing might not restore the professional respect Cage has carelessly flittered away over the years, it'll definitely ensure he'll live to make more movies, and hopefully ones that aren't too crappy. And Cage isn't the only one celebrating. Director Alex Proyas hasn't made a movie since 2004's I, Robot, which also debuted at #1, so it looks like he's still got it. And new kid on the block distributor, Summit Entertainment, can add another #1 debut to their expanding trophy case. Jilted by audiences, the weekend's box office golden child had to settle for second place. Hollywood was convinced I Love You Man would open at #1, predicting a $20 million haul. Sorry guys, but that still wouldn't have bested Knowing. And it's gotta be frustrating for beta male movie stars Paul Rudd and Jason Segel to be continually bested by, well, alpha males. Nicolas Cage topped them this weekend, Ben Stiller and Chris Rock topped Rudd's role models in November, and Jackie Chan and Jet Li topped Segel's Forgetting Sarah Marshall last year. All of these dude comedies opened at around 18 million, so look for I Love You Man to join them with a total haul in the high 60s. I asked you to rate I Love You Man on a 1 to 10, and overall you gave it a 7.5, half a point lower than the 8 audiences gave it on Friday's episode of Beyond the Trailer. And the winner of this week's One Sentence Review Challenge is Black Mage SG, who says, "The movie was fun, silly, and sassy, yet it was all stuff we've seen before, ultimately good though." And runner-up MJP862 sums it up with, "Delightfully funny, yet subtly touching." And Julia Roberts returned to the box office arena only to walk away with the bronze. All week long, the movie industry has been writing articles asking if Roberts still has drawing power, and now they have their answer. Roberts' box office numbers have been declining since 2001's The Mexican. She better make a romantic comedy quick if she wants to stay relevant in an industry that's results-driven. Clive Owen should be thrilled, though, since this is his biggest box office debut in 3 years. Will Duplicity prevail in the long run? The movie skewed heavily to older viewers, and while there aren't a lot of upcoming movies catering to that demographic, this demographic has also been known to simply stay home. This week I challenged you to name a movie star under 30 besides Shia LaBeouf, and you met me head-on with Seth Rogen and Anne Hathaway. Nice work. I stand corrected. With 3 new releases soaking up audience attention, other films fell considerably. Race to Witch Mountain fell 47%, but it's following the game plan's box office performance almost to the number, so it should end its run with around 100 million. Watchmen fell another 62%, bringing its total up to 98 million. By 300's third weekend of release, it was up to 161 million, so Watchmen is running significantly behind at this point. And Paul Blart Mall Cop Watch continues. While it finally fell out of the top 10 to number 11, Paul Blart fell just 40% and is now up to 141 million. Meanwhile, Taken is still hanging on within the top 10 and is just about 8 million behind Paul Blart. Looks to be a photo finish, folks, for the box office underdog of the year. I saw 2 movies this weekend. I'll tell you all about them after the break.
I've left a trail of myself every place that I've been free, and going bald is the most manly thing I'm ever gonna do.
$99 music videos is best experienced with Verizon Fios Internet.
Indiemogo, best website, Amazon, and then Indiemogo.
On Friday, I decided to check out I Love You Man, and I thought it was pretty good. It delivered on what it promised in the trailer, and that was kind of my problem with it. Just like Paul Rudd's role models and Jason Segel's Forgetting Sarah Marshall, I Love You Man played like a watered-down version of an awesome trailer. I'm not looking for The Godfather here, but Pineapple Express and Step Brothers are 2 great examples of comedies that had deeper levels, aka character development. And as a woman, it's hard for me to get behind a movie where at the wedding the groom is more excited to see the best man than the bride. But if I had to pick between Paul Rudd or Jason Segel, I'd have to go with Jason Segel. I thought he did a really nice job bringing his character to life and making Sidney Fife his own creation. I particularly liked him in the golf outing scene. The other movie I saw was Duplicity, and I did not like this movie. I don't like movies where the main characters act like they're too cool for school, and likewise, this movie acted like it was too cool for school. It jumps all over the place linearly, going back and forth in time in an attempt to seem clever, but all it ended up doing was making me lose interest. It's called emotional investment, Tony Gilroy, and you need to give that to your audience to make them like your movie. And, spoiler alert, I really didn't like how the main characters got duped in the end because it made me feel like I got duped and wasted my time sitting through the movie. The only redeeming quality of the film was Tom Wilkinson's beautiful office, which was a triumph of production design. As always, thanks for watching Movie Math, and I'll see you on Fridays. Beyond the Trailer covers Monsters vs. Aliens, The Haunting in Connecticut, and 12 Rounds. And last but not least, on Friday I asked you to all help me with my goal of getting 1,000 friends on Facebook. Well, less than 48 hours later, I have over 240 new Facebook friends. Thank you! Boy, are we all going to have some fun talking about movies. And if you haven't friended me on Facebook, I hope you'll consider it. I'm Grace Randolph, and we just did some movie math.
Subscribe, comment, rate it.